raises the banner from his back high above his head with one hand and screams at the top of his lungs defiantly, "Because I am the invincible, lightning-fast general."
Oh. Certain conditions will trigger a heroic showdown. As iron sharpens iron, when the souls of powerful warriors clash, they will change forever. There is an old saying, when the men of the valley become too strong, the gods come down to play. No armor or weapon can protect you. No logic or rule will save you. Sharpen your soul and run through this extreme moment, for the ultimate battlefield decides the ultimate sacrifice. Special rules. You have no health value. You start with no levels of exhaustion. You have unlimited access to spells and abilities that can trigger instantly. Massive critical damage will not kill you if you have grit left. The strongest fighter always starts first. Grit can be used to trigger special actions. You may choose to suffer a level of exhaustion.
Thank you, Esper. As for the abilities, you can quickly read them up on your own. What's important is now scroll down to the bottom of the page, because now is your real showdown with the invincible lightning-fast general.
Albert Levin, the invincible lightning-fast general. Exhaustion 6 levels. Grit 10 points. Special skills: Chariot Rush, Heroic Warcry, Savage Clash, Legendary Resolve versus Alyssia, Horatius, Iris, and Lucretia. Exhaustion 6 points each. Grit 5 points each. Special skills: All for One. All for One, a party member is not out of the fight unless all party members go down. A member that has no resources left can choose to use some of his allies if they agree to it. When using an aid or interception attack to work together with an ally, their effectiveness is doubled. Hashtag support cleric. So basically now would be a very good time to support cleric.
Lightning falls in between you guys and him and splits the earth a little bit. And that is like the sounding bell. With a war cry, Albert charges forward, lightning fast, and moves first because he is the strongest on the battlefield.
I'm immediately putting myself between everyone else.
He screams at the top of his lungs, Chariot Rush. The next moment you see he is enveloped in lightning, and like a bolt of pure energy he charges straight at you guys and materializes right in the middle of you. In his hands, the lightning takes the shape of a ultra great sword that is twice the size of him, and somehow he wields effortlessly with just one arm. He slams the blade hard. You hear the sound of thunder as the blade pulverizes the ground beneath your feet, causing a massive earthquake. You all get a choice. You can take the damage from his attack, or you can choose to suffer a level of exhaustion instead. You cannot defend.
I'll take the level of exhaustion.
I'll take the level of exhaustion.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, same here.
Right, everybody takes a level of exhaustion. And as he slams his blade of pure energy, the blade bursts into a million pieces and is gone. With only his hands left, Albert punches his hands together and lets out a war cry. And he basically gives you the waving motion. Bring it. There is no turn order. You can act as you wish freely.
I'm gonna focus all my energy on assisting anybody who needs it with assistance
since you
spells.
all have similar stats, nobody gets an advantage on moving first, so you basically get to decide who gets to move.
Okay then, well, I guess I'm gonna move first. I will probably attempt to, you know what, I'll have fun. I'll attempt to clash with him.
Can I enhance ability her strength?
Just a sec. As you immediately go for a clash of strength, Albert grins from ear to ear, looking very excited. Looks like this is exactly what he wants. He's all down for it, and he fearlessly charges right in. You immediately start trading blows with him, Iris. Right, you said that you want to immediately use an assist action, is that right, Lucretia?
Yes.
Right. In that case, Lucretia, suffer 1 point of grit. Iris, your clash effects are gonna be doubled, right? So when I say 3, 2, 1, post into chat how many points of grit you want to invest into this clash.
Understood.
3, 2, 1, post. Right, no, not you, Lucretia, you just double him. Right, so,
Whoop.
Albert invested 5, you invested 3, however, your points are doubled because of Lucretia, so that means your total is 6. As you begin trading blows with Albert back and forth, you're not giving him an inch. His unbelievably powerful fists are pelting you left and right, but you just grit your teeth and keep pushing him back until eventually you manage to deck him straight in the jaw. And he loses the clash, which means that he suffers the difference and loses a point of grit, and he suffers a level of exhaustion. He bellows out a laugh, a hearty one. It seems like he really enjoyed that.
Iris is just grinning away. She's enjoying a fight like this so much.
Iris and Lucretia have made their moves. Horatius and Alyssia, you still have a move to make.
Well, I'm waiting for Horatius to lead the way. Do you know the way?
Do you know the way? When it says has nothing to defend himself with, what does that mean by it?
If you have no shield, no sword, no armor, that means that you have nothing to defend yourself with.
Okay. I'd like to use an overwhelm action. I just basically go full berserk rage, blade war mode, swing my halberd down so I'm holding it only at the very end, and use it like a giant hammer, just downward slamming it into his breastplate.
As you slam him with overwhelm, you completely shatter Albert's armor. It's not going to be protecting him for the rest of the fight.
I would like to assist him by stabbing Albert in the back.
So you basically, instead of assisting him, you want to make an attack, is that right?
Yeah, I suppose that's accurate.
Okay, what type of attack do you want to make?
Good question. I don't know
You
what
can do a
what will
normal
be.
attack, an overwhelm attack, you can make a clash, you can make a brutal finish.
We can also make a normal attack according from down here.
Yep.
True. Well, no, I might make a normal attack for now because I don't believe we're at the point where I
how
can make a
many
brutal
normal
finish and
attacks do
actually
you want
make
to
it
make?
count. I'll make 2 of
The
them.
first normal attack is free. After that, for every attack you want to make, you have to pay 1 grit.
Yeah, no, I'll make 2 of them. So I spend 1 grit.
So you suffer 1 point of grit and you inflict 2 points of grit damage to him.
Yep.
Right. And now it's his turn again. Albert takes a step back and he lets out a heroic war cry. And with that, you see that he is invigorated. Because that's a special ability, it works different from the war cry that you have. Not only does he recover his grit, he also recovers the level of exhaustion that he suffered. He pounds his chest like a gorilla thumping at it and goes, "Bring it! Show me what you're made of." Right, everybody gets a turn.
Did he regain his armor or not with that?
No, he doesn't regain his armor.
I guess I'm gonna war cry.
Oh.
Keep in mind, your war cry is not as good as his. You will suffer a level of exhaustion to regain 3 grit points.
There's no way else to gain grit, so...
There's a brutal finish, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm like, since he has no armor, I'm just gonna continue with the full-on, berserk rage, swinging the hammer around like it was...
Are you gonna use overwhelm again?
I'm gonna use overwhelm again.
Okay. So you suffer 1 point of grit damage and inflict 2 points of grit damage to him.
Yeah, as I basically slam it right into his cheekbone.
Lucretia and Alyssia, you still have a turn.
I'm gonna like whisper over to Alyssia while he's distracted. Hey, if you charge him from a direction, I can redirect your direction to give you a little extra oomph. Basically, she charges, I do dimension door right in front of him, making her charge from a different direction at the last split second.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Right.
well,
In that
Alyssia
case-
charges.
In that case, Alyssia, Lucretia has suffered a point of grit to double the effects of your next action. What is your next action going to be?
Brutal finish.
Ooh, going straight for the finish, are we? I like it.
Yep,
Uh-oh.
How
We are
many
we are now
levels
in
of
Berserker
exhaustion
land.
do you wish to suffer?
all of them.
6.
Well, I only spent one, so I suffer 5.
Dear.
Fine.
All grit.
Okay, in that case, you are actually going to deal 10 points of grit damage for every single one of those attacks. Let's see what happens. Right. So, since he only has 8, that means that he can dampen the first 4 blows. After that, with your next blow, he suffers a level of exhaustion. So, right now, Albert has 0 grit and he has 5 levels of exhaustion left. However, that did not finish him, so you do not recover. Oh wait, your effects are doubled.
Yep.
In that case, since he has 5 levels and you do 5 more attacks, that means that Albert is brought to 0 level of exhaustion and he has 0 grit points left. However, instead of going down, he hunkers down and stomps his foot violently, triggering his legendary resolve. Instead of going down, he immediately recovers 2 points of exhaustion and 5 grit.
Oh dear.
Right, and I believe that was everybody, so it's once again his turn. He lets out another war cry and goes for a savage clash against you, Horatius.
I thought so.
Since Alyssia was right in front of him and almost dead tired, she was an easy target. However, he made a promise to your grandfather that he is going to test you, and he's about to make good on that. You see Albert ignoring everything and charging straight for you.
Okay, does Savage Grit have a slightly different effect than regular?
Yes. Right, so you know the drill, 3, 2, 1, and then we post how much grit we want to invest into it. Also keep in mind, you can choose to suffer a level of exhaustion instead of paying a grit price. However, since it's a clash, you will lose the clash.
Can I support him with aid? Like go throw a talisman at him or something?
Didn't you already act this turn? Oh no, this is a new turn, so yes, you can actually choose.
Oh
to-
wait, this will take up my turn next time because it didn't take up Lucy's.
Yeah, it will take up your turn.
Oh, okay, then no.
Oh no, I used my turn in conjunction with Alicia's, like I used my turn
No,
in
I
conjunction
mean before
with
with
yours.
mine. You still had your turn when. Okay.
Oh yeah, you used Warcry for your
A new
turn.
turn started, so I can say that if you wanna aid him, you can.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, and you then have to post into chat what you're doing. Okay, Horatius?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, post. Right, since you got nobody to help you, he wins the clash. However, that's not a normal clash, that's a savage clash. So, since he won, the effects are doubled and he loses half the grit. So, rounded down. So, the difference is 2 points, which means that you suffer 4 points of grit damage. If you cannot pay that, you suffer a level of exhaustion. And since you lost the clash, you also suffer an extra level of exhaustion. And he recovers 3 grit.
Oh, he recovers grit when you win clashes, do you? Or is that his thing?
That's his savage ability. The grit that you use to clash is wasted, but since he has special conditions, he recovers half of it, rounded down. So actually he recovers 2 points of grit.
Okay, I've got you.
So basically that clash only cost him 3 points.
Well, I'm not looking too good, but I'm still up.
Right, so everybody gets a turn, go ahead.
I'm just waiting for someone to do something so I can assist them.
I was being polite and seeing if anyone else wanted to go first.
Well, if you guys want to assist, then how about you assist Iris by a full-out ungodly attack? Because what essentially I want to do, be giving our special technique all for one, I want to use everybody's exhaustion, maybe except one, in order to deal insane amounts of grit damage to him that he has now barely any.
Can I assist her in that?
And
attack?
you may well use one grit each to be able to double its effects.
You can.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
good with
Sure,
that.
I'll spend my grit for that.
Everybody
I
that
know what
wishes
to
to
do.
assist Iris spends a grit point.
I'll
Awesome.
use mirror image so that there are 4 of her, so he doesn't know exactly which one's attacking or which one's the real one.
Alyssia is throwing daggers at him. As a distraction.
I've only got the. You know what? I don't go down at 0 grit, do I?
If you suffer all the levels of exhaustion, you go down. However, you cannot be killed because all for one will not allow you to go down unless all other members go down.
So
Yeah,
what happens when I hit 0 grit, but I still have
If
to...
you hit 0 grit, you start suffering exhaustion damage.
Okay, so I can... No, actually I need to war cry this turn to actually get some grit back.
Yeah,
so
so-
I won't assist this turn.
Alright, but will
Iris,
you sacrifice your exhaustion to me? Except for one.
I'll donate you 4 levels because that'll give me 1 left.
Okay. Anybody else want to give some exhaustion up to make this attack epic?
I'm also assisting
Yeah, I
you.
don't have any.
What do you mean don't have any? You were barely hurt.
I spent it all.
Yeah,
No,
you
that's
spent,
grit.
you spent
Yeah,
it
he
all
used
on that
for
one attack.
a brutal finish.
Oh my god, yeah,
Brutal
yeah.
with
finish,
yeah.
So yeah, you can get 4 extra, and I'm assisting you, so your
Right, and that's
efforts are double.
4 from me as well. Okay. So essentially,
I spent 1 grit though.
Iris is gonna go, okay, here we go, and just jumping straight towards him, saying,
Suddenly, there are 4 Irises coming from every direction.
and just unleashing like a godly amount of punches. You wanted to test us?
What attack are you using?
Brutal finish.
Alright. So you're gonna be paying levels of exhaustion. How many levels of exhaustion are you going to pay?
Right, so that's 4 from me, 4 from Lucy. And
So
anybody
that's
else?
8 level of exhaustions and she doubled your effectiveness, right?
2 people are currently aiding me. What does that do?
Only one can aid you at a time.
Okay.
So that's 8 attacks in total, right? No,
Yeah.
that's 16 attacks.
Heck.
And that's a brutal finish. You begin trading with Albert. He doesn't care that there's 4 of you. It doesn't register to him who's real, who's not. He's just throwing punches. He's not thinking. He's letting his body and his fists do the talking. He is just swinging at everything that moves. And you begin trading. As you begin trading, literally earth, rocks, is being flung left and right as you're pulverizing the scenery. A huge gust of wind is blowing everybody away from you, from the intense impact that's happening right now. And as you're trading with him, everybody becomes keenly aware that you are on a different plane of existence. This is not just Albert's world. This is an entirely different place. This is a place where only the strongest warriors are allowed to tread. You see hundreds of shadows, hundreds of spirits, of dead creatures, dead humans. You swear that if you're looking towards the clouds, you actually can see golden brilliant light looking from above. Everybody is looking to see who's going to win this clash. And at the end, Albert has used all of his heroic abilities and he has nothing left. With every punch you begin pushing him back. He will not give you an inch without a fight, but eventually your youth, your determination and the backup you're getting from your companions is beginning to overwhelm the man. He begins coughing up blood and eventually you land a hit straight into his solar plexus, and with that he violently exhales as strength finally leaves his body. However, he plants his feet firmly. You sense that he has no strength left, but he refuses to fall down.
This boy just standing there going.
Exposure. It almost seems cruel, but brutal finish.
Iris is gonna hold up a hand, like, just stop.
As she holds up your hand, you guys notice Albert is not conscious anymore. He is out cold on his feet.
Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna use Greater Restoration on him.
Uh, as he is standing there unconscious and you're trying to heal him, somebody finally appears from behind him and silently puts back the banner that Albert raised earlier back on Albert's shoulders and on his back. The man just quietly nods at the rest of you and disappears. You are suddenly engulfed in a brilliant white light once again, and before you know it, you are back in the outskirts of the mansion.
Is Albert okay?
What you see is Albert is in his wheelchair, unconscious, and both Ruhana and Gordon are checking up on him to see that he is alright. You see that there is a huge magical circle on the ground beneath you, probably cast by Andri, who now that you're back, stops casting it and takes a deep breath. She looks absolutely exhausted. Goddamn, old man, how strong are you? And she just collapses on the ground.
How tired are we?
Jesus.
You guys suddenly realize that you're standing upright. And that's impossible because you are fucking dead tired and immediately collapse face first.
So everyone's just like, oh, damn it, the collapse on the ground. Oh.
By the way, every equipment that was damaged in the heroic clash is just fine. The damage only happens inside that special fighting zone. So
Also,
everything that may have been damaged is fine now.
I use
Basha.
Greater Restoration on myself.
I know how this feels.
Can I try to, collapse a little bit more gracefully rather than just face planting in the mud?
Nope, faceplant in the mud like a total pleb.
I use Greater Restoration on myself to.
You're down too.
Well, yeah, yeah. That's why I'm using Greater Restoration. So now I'm.
As soon as they're done checking up on Albert, both Gordon and Truhana run up to you guys and immediately begin healing you and helping you get back up on your feet.
No, nothing. Greater Restoration doesn't help at all.
Oh no, it helps.
Okay, good, because I need to collect everyone's armor and give it to Butch.
Right. So as you guys are starting to recover, you see that Albert is very weakly starting to wake up. And he's trying to get your attention, but he's too weak to speak.
I'm gonna walk over to him and kneel down next to him.
With an unshaky hand, he offers you the banner that he carried on his back. You see that on the banner there are many symbols. There are, in fact, 7 main symbols from 7 nations that no longer exist. 7 nations under which Albert fought to hold back the Sarkanians. And around them, you see, over the years, many more small banners as patches were added to the flag. One of them is actually your family's banner as well. It's there. And as he passes you over the banner, he says, I cannot carry this banner any longer, though many of them are gone and forgotten. What they've done will never be forgotten. Somebody has to carry on the legacy. For as long as there is a battlefield, for as long as there is people fighting, there must always be a shining hope.
I just kind of softly and slowly accept the banner.
As he gives you the banner, he tries to smile, and the next moment, all you hear is.
I'm gonna collect the banner. Right, guys. I need your weapons and armor so I can give it to Butch. I've kept him waiting long enough.
It was just
Also, what
wines.
day is it? How long have we been in there?
Yeah, speaking of that, Gordon says, leave that for later. Let's go inside and take a breather. It's been a hell of a long day. By the way, you notice that it's nighttime.
Yeah, it's
Ruhana
nighttime.
goes over to wheel Albert inside as everybody starts heading inside. I'm assuming you guys will follow them, right?
Well,
Yep.
are we? Have we recovered enough to be able to stand?
Oh yeah, they helped you a little bit, so you can at least pick yourself up.
Lucretia heads into the dining room. Oh!
Happy birthday, congratulations. Happy birthday with salutations. Happy birthday, may the stars stay blue. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, congratulations.
Hooray! So when are we eating cake?
There's some now.
Awesome, let's do it.
Lucretia, not Lucretia. Alyssia will sidle up next to Lucretia once Tina is out of earshot, and just quietly whisper into her ear. Okay, just to point out, I'm whispering this, but I'm gonna speak up a little bit.
course.
That's the executioner. If you didn't.
Well, yeah, I understand she's the one that's she's the one that's trying to kill him. I just don't want to bring it up right now because it's a party. I'll bring it up later.
Alyssia, just make sure you know because you can be because you can be a little slow.
Wow, thanks, Alyssia. But yeah, I'm just like, yes, I know, and I'm just kind of giving you a look like I'm aware she's the one trying to kill the guy. I'll talk with her about it later. But not right now.
Alyssia just nods. Speaking of parties, I believe there's someone else who needs a piece of cake. And Alyssa's going to bring a piece of cake to the very
As you're
distraught
saying that,
girl.
you see that the girl is actually quietly peeking from the second floor, trying not to make herself too visible. And when you look up, she just very timidly says, I helped with the decoration.
Thank you. It's very nice of you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. You're very sweet.
Alyssia brings the girl a piece of cake.
By the way, this is going on. Gordon leans over to you, Lucretia, and says she made the cake.
Oh, it's a lovely cake. Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely delicious.
Shut up, Adam.
That's how Spurgeon said it.
I'm glad you like it. Have fun. And with that, she starts heading back to her room.
Wait,
Shut up, Adam,
what's
because
happened?
your cake is gonna be a cock.
Guys, what's
Yeah.
happened since I
I'll
left?
eat every bite of it.
Oh, people are celebrating. Iris is rocking it with flute music. Klein, Horatius is singing bar songs. But right
Gotcha.
now, Iris is currently talking to Rohana.
Just so we're clear, because I couldn't decide what would be appropriate for family gifts for you, I'm gonna say that you are allowed to pick what your family gave you as presents, as long as it's within reason.
Alright, I'll
With your
work.
Lord's soul.
I will think of something. But what did Tina give to me?
Tina gave you is a very beautiful scabbard book that's encased in amber and preserved perfectly. This is a very rare species that originally came from the continent, but then migrated to the Western Isles because of the climate. And because of the climate change, it gave the shell of the book a very unique, glossy color. You would know that blue in the natural world, in the animal world, in nature, straight up does not exist. It's usually an illusion, and that's what this is as well. Even though the book looks like its scales are blue, if you look at it closely, it's actually made of rainbow colors that reflect light in a certain way that makes it look in a very gorgeous, beautiful blue color. This is something that only happened with this rare species because it migrated to live here from the continent. Sort of like how the people on the Western Isles, once they migrated here, changed forever. So it's pretty symbolic.
And it's a bug, so I can use it to worship Shaylin. But that's not the point. I'm just
Even if
basically
you're
gonna be
grossed out by
awestruck.
bugs, it's very beautifully encased in that amber, so you should be okay with it.
Oh yeah, I'm just kind of like awestruck, just kind of looking at it. This is beautiful.
Alright, since I probably talk to Johanna later, just gonna go up to Lucy and put a hand on her shoulder. It's like, how you doing?
Okay.
Shocked?
Just a bit taken off guard about the fact that we were just fighting for 3 days and now we're celebrating my birthday.
By the way, Iris like looks very cheerful. I know we've been forgotten.
Yeah. She seems kind of concerned about something. She's kind of like shooting glances at Gordon.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I just have an announcement to make and I was wondering if I could just make it tomorrow.
Iris gonna put a hand on her shoulder. Maybe that's for the best.
Yeah, it's not a happy announcement.
I gathered. Just enjoy yourself for now.
Also, I've kept like kind of shooting glances at Gordon, like, can I make the announcement tomorrow?
He gives you a thumbs up, obviously. I mean, it's a fucking party. Come on.
Just kind of like sigh of relief. And I'm just gonna, then I guess I'll just chat with Tina.
Hope you like your present.
Yes, thank you very much. It's beautiful. Though,
She
I
grins
was
from ear
wondering
to ear.
something. Are you currently hunting down a mage?
Oh, you figured it out. Well, not like I was hiding it or anything. I mean, I literally introduced myself as soon as we met.
So, he asked me to ask you to not kill him. In exchange, he's going to give me back an extremely powerful bow that he stole from us, that if he does what he's trying to do with it, may or may not wipe out half of the continent.
You're kinda putting me on the spot here, Lucretia. I mean, that's one of the two reasons that I came here. I can't just fail my mission. So, you said the mage contacted you and made you a deal about, well, saving his own skin. I mean, the guy wants to save his skin, right? Honestly, I gain nothing from getting him back or killing him. I'm just completing my work. I mean, I'm allowed to fail a few jobs. Nobody's perfect. He would probably be a very good asset into, you know, dealing with that airship if we manage to convince him to help us. I mean, after all, if I didn't, we wouldn't be here having this conversation. One of us would be dead already, right?
That is true.
Yeah, I guess I do owe you an apology. Even if it wasn't technically my fault. She scratches the back of her head. I haven't exactly been, well, very on the level with you guys. I'm not actually in charge of defenses for the city.
Oh,
I
shit.
knew it! Iris screams from background.
Gathered that.
Hey,
It's
I heard
fine.
that there is. It's not okay to overhear.
It's not okay,
Shut up.
eavesdrop.
Be quiet.
Shut up. It's alright. I kinda gathered that. No hard feelings. I'm
Yeah.
not really a cleric of the Ovean Empire at this point. Well, not anymore.
Well, I mean, since we're airing our dirty laundry, I guess I should at least get it off my chest. The other reason I was sent here was to meet with, well, the representatives and judge for myself whether I should kill them or not. So, I'm super glad that you're okay. And she gives you a hug and smiles. We're gonna be the best of friends, you'll see.
That is completely fine. If I was High Priestess and there were representatives coming to my country, I would do the exact same thing. Especially if they were
Yay.
from the Western Isles.
Yeah, that's something, I guess. Anyway, can I have another piece of cake, please? It's super good.
Sure. I was thinking I'd have one too.
Hooray! Let's get cake. And she starts dragging you towards the cake.
Alright. I wholeheartedly accept this, and mentally I'm trying to rethink my life decisions of how I became friends with a a mage that can't wield a sword without throwing it.
By the way, Iris, Rohana has challenged you to a cake eating competition with no hands.
Iris accepts.
She's gonna totally whoop your ass.
I deny that. Can you use unarmed?
Hey,
No,
Yes, so you're both eating cake without hands, you're fist fighting each other, because technically that's not eating with your hands.
Exactly.
Exposure.
Lucretia is fondly looking
A
at the
challenger
party.
appears.
That
me
reminds
up,
me,
fam.
you still haven't chosen to succeed yet, Adam. Do you want to succeed in
I
cake
have not
eating?
chosen to succeed yet, Exposure, you're right.
Seriously, we go through a 3-day-long battle and you choose to succeed on a friggin' cake eating contest?
What can I say? It was a piece of cake.
It's a fucking dragon!
More like an ancient wild